Hello, my people. You are welcome to the second edition of our lesson on geometric reasoning. By the end of today's lesson, you should be able to identify and write down the coordinate of a point on the number plane. Before we move on to today's lesson, let's review what we learned in our previous lesson. This was the number plane, right? We were asked to describe the positions and the motion of the points on the plane. Try to remember. Good. Now let's move on to today's lesson. This is the number plane. We have some triangles here, and we are going to write down the points. We have triangle FEG. Point F is written as 3, 1. How did we come by this point? This is the origin, right? So from the origin, we move 3 units to the right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. The 3 here is positive, right? Then you record your 3. Then how many units do we move upwards? We move only 1 unit up. Then you record it as 1. So anytime you are recording a point, first move on the horizontal axis, then record. Before you move on the vertical axis, then you also record. Now let's take point E. Let's start from the origin. From the origin, how many units do we move to the right? We move 1, 2, 3, 4. Then how many units upwards? 1, 2, 3. Therefore, point E is recorded as 4 and 3. Now, we have point G also here. From the origin, how many units do we move to the right? From the origin, we move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then how many units upwards? 1. Therefore, point G is written as 5, 1. I trust we can write down the coordinate of this point. Now let's take point B. What will be the coordinate of point B? So from the origin, we move 2 units to the left. So 1, 2. But the number here, the point here is -2. Then you record it as -2. Then how many units do we move upwards? Move only 1. As you can see, the point here is positive. Therefore, point B is recorded as -2 and +1. I trust you can write down the coordinate of point C. So point C, from the origin, we move 4 units to the left. And the point there is negative. You record your negative. Then how many units do you move upwards? So 1, 2. Therefore, point C is written as -4 and +2. Since the point on the horizontal axis is negative, you record it first as negative. Then that of the vertical was +2. Then also record it. Therefore, our point is written as -4 and +2. What about point A? Now, with point A, come and start from the origin. How many units do you move to the left? We move 1, 2, 3, right? And how many units do we move upwards? We move 1, 2, 3, and 4. But the point here is -3, right? So you record your -3, then you record that of the point upwards, which is +4. Therefore, point A is recorded as -3 and +4. Actually, you can write down the point of O, M, then N. Now, what will be the coordinate of point O? The coordinate of point O is going to be +1 and, yes, -5, right? Good. What about that of M? It's going to be +3 and -3, right? Good. What about N? It's going to be +4 and -5. Good. Now let's move on to another shape. Now you are asked to write down the point of this quadrilateral. Now, point D is going to be what? So we have positive 1, then positive 1 upwards. So point D is positive 1, positive 1. What about point A? Point A is going to be what? So we move 2 units to the right, then 3 units upwards. So we are going to get positive 2 and positive 3, right? What about point B? Point B2 is going to be what? So we move 3 units to the right, which is positive 3, then 3 units upwards. So point B is going to be positive 3 and positive 3. What about point C? So you move 4 units to the right, then you get 4 here. How many units upwards? 1. Therefore, point C is going to be positive 4 and positive 1. Now, what about point O? Point O, so start from the origin. Move 1 unit to the left, then you get negative 1, right? Move down to point O. How many units do we move to point O? 4 units, right? But the point here is negative. Trust you get it. Therefore, point O is going to be negative 1 on the horizontal axis first, and followed by the positive negative 4 on the vertical axis. Therefore, point O is written as negative 1 and negative 4. What about point N? Point N is going to be recorded as negative 1 and negative 2. On the horizontal axis, we have negative 1. On the vertical axis, we have negative 2. So move to the left. On the horizontal axis, 1 unit. Move to the south. That is the vertical axis, 2 units to get point N. Therefore, point N will be recorded as minus 1, minus 2. What about point M? As we can see, on the horizontal axis is negative 4. Then how many units do we move down? It's also negative 2. Therefore, point M is recorded as negative 4 and negative 2. What about point P? Point P, move 3 units to the left, which is negative 3, and 3 units downward, 4 units downwards, which is negative 4. Therefore, point P is recorded as negative 3 and negative 4. I trust you enjoy the first part of the lesson. Hope to meet you next time.